Here we are in Portugal before we finish up in Pipeline. Italo Ferreira, last year's Rookie of the Year, taking on Stu Kennedy, representing Australia. Still counting those semifinals as his best of the year, but 5 straight 13ths. That means he's losing in this round. Stu up and out on his first turn again, as he's just trying to get a start under the priority of Italo Ferreira. Italo now setting this one up. The guy can find speed on any sort of section. He'll just sneak a carve in real quick. He's already moving on. Down the line, belts that top turn. Coming down with the lip. Wrap to tail release. And he still has a little room to move. Gets a little foam climb. He's one of those surfer spots that you can't stop watching. The wave will look like it stopped breaking, and he's still looking for more. So Stu Kennedy started off just taking a look and kicking out. This will be the best wave of the heat so far.
Yeah, I'll sort of, you know, as you said, the wave's fat, doesn't look like much is happening, but he finds some speed somehow. This is what I like about Italo, these kind of maneuvers where he sort of rides up into the lip and drops out of the sky. Just looks so confident. Stomps it and then finishes off on the inside. So Italo Ferreira is going to get the best score at the moment. As that score starts to come through, this is the kind of surfing that this kid's good for. I mean, just solid power base, big, strong sort of legs on him. And the guy never gives up on a wave. So Italo Ferreira is a dangerous competitor. Got to apply the pressure straight away. Stu Kennedy with a couple of quick scores, and Italo with a 3.83. So
because he's so freaking, I mean, he's like one of my favorite guys to watch. I think everyone's on tour. And I've actually, I don't know, we've surfed quite a little bit against each other in the juniors. I beat him once at the U.S. Open and on left, so I was just fingers crossed earlier that the tide didn't come high enough for that little right ripple, because I was like, dude, if it's that with this wind blowing in it, I'm going to be totally screwed. So, yeah, just stoked that the waves held out the back on that left, and hopefully I won't slip off on my last turn on an 8 next time.
And how?
Door open for the wrong person. You know, everyone's been surfing that all day. The next heat paddled out over there, and that's where we're getting our scores. So luckily it worked out for me. I'm stoked.
And round 4, this is a massive opportunity for you to gain ground on the rankings. That factoring in at all? I know you said earlier that you weren't really thinking about it.
I mean, yeah, getting through round 3 feels really good. That was, you know, I haven't broken through that since Bells. So,
And this time dealing with an equal 13th at one of his favorite events of the year. Runner-up in the contest last year, Italo Ferreira has been busy during the interview.
oh, how was that turn right there from Italo Ferreira? Just a man hack, and then up and over. Just that floater maneuver, he's just got absolutely down. It's kind of a transition turn, which set him up for that last big slashing turn. So 3 solid maneuvers. Stu Kennedy on the backhand, beautiful backside snap with a little bit of slide right there, and again another solid turn from Stu Kennedy. This kid is on a roll. That board looks really good under his feet. Nice clean surfing right there. Tricky conditions here this afternoon. There's a little bit more lump and bump in the ocean with that tide coming in, and Stu Kennedy posting a good score, milking this one all the way through the inside. Bang, right on the inside section right there. So Stu Kennedy, I mean, that was a perfectly surfed wave. A couple of big turns. Italo Ferreira as well. So scores dropping for both those waves.
So the best exchange so far in heat number 11, a 6-point ride for Stu. Italo Ferreira a 5.0. Italo now taking the lead.
Looks like it's working, Joe.
Stu now up again, looking to back up the 6.0. 2.83 gives him first place. Jams it off the lip, plenty of size on this one. Hacks it off the top again, great bottom turn and flow. Rock and roll, backhand float, laying back in the white water, and he won't recover.
Italo Ferreira with that big, huge opening slash float, and then a big turn at the end. Stu Kennedy with rapid-fire backside maneuvers. Stu Kennedy with a 6, Italo Ferreira with a 5. Let's have a look at Stu Kennedy. Looking for a 2.83, as you said, Joe. Probably will get the lead change, but just a little bit of a mistake right there. A little bit off balance going into that last turn. Good surfing, though. I mean, he looks in form, he looks sharp, and that board looks good under his feet. John Florence, so he's got an opportunity here to take out the world title. Let's see if he can do it.
Unbelievable scenarios in the title race. Stu up and out real quick at the 13-minute mark. Kennedy, his race is focusing on is the Rookie of the Year honor, something that Italo accomplished last season. Big, solid driving cut back into the pocket for Ferreira. Drills one off the roof a couple of times in transition, but he can't hang on.
He lands them so clean and comes out with so much speed. Unfortunately, not finishing that one off.
Stu Kennedy looking to improve on his total out front. Quick little hooking snap off the top. Hits it harder off the coping this time. Looking for a big backhand float. Warbling section underneath his board, but he pulls it off perfectly. Looking solid on his feet. Bonus section to finish off. The Australian now turns in another little double up section. Nice line, clean flow. Staying on his feet. Looks like he's improving that first place position.
Yeah, well, 4.57 is his backup, so if he can keep bettering that. At the moment, 6 is the highest score of the heat. I mean, both these guys have been lighting it up. The judges keeping the scale relatively low. I think maybe they understand that there could quite possibly be fireworks towards the end of the day. Nice little check turn to kick things off for Stu Kennedy. Nice bottom turn, top turn, snap right there. Tricky wave to ride. You can see all that white water from the wave before stomping the area, the floater maneuver, and then straight into the next turn. So Stu Kennedy finding some little bonus sections to the inside. And that's what's going to happen with this high tide, Joe. We're going to sort of find these waves starting to reform all the way through the inside and get those bonus sections. So 4.57 is what he's got to better. Italo Ferreira on the other side of the coin. Nice clean face. I love that man turn right there from Italo. And then this turn right here, that free fall drop, he's got that down and goes for another one, but comes unglued. So Italo Ferreira needing a 5.58, drops a 4.13, Joe. Well, I think he was a little bit more over his board. You know, I think if you look at that 4.57 that he fell off on as Italo gets a little barrel.
Quick barrel out in front. Setup work to get back into the pocket. Italo is probably now looking to change up his rhythm in this heat. Jeremy Flores the year before, still relevant. On tour after 10 solid seasons and playing the biggest spoiler role in the 2016 world title race. During the break, Italo Ferreira is fighting for the lead here.
Yeah, I mean, great surfing from Italo Ferreira. Pulls into the barrels, a couple of beautiful turns. And unfortunately, that wave sort of crashes down on him. Stu Kennedy trying to keep the momentum going, Joe. He goes down as well. So Italo Ferreira, small scores.
Scenario that we're looking at now is John Florence can clinch a world title, controlling his own destiny if he went on to win this contest. A big backside full rotation punt from Italo Ferreira, and a very excited Ferreira showing a huge claim, wanting a number to break free of the 4s and 5s.
Stu Kennedy sort of held the lead down for quite a while. Here he goes, pumps along, bang, just that full air rotation. Lands perfectly facing the beach. Clean as you like. Gets a good pop, gets that rotation, lands perfectly there. No stumble whatsoever. With a rock and roll. Italo Ferreira, 6.63 required, Joe. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Scores are dropping.
Scores coming in as 6.33. Not enough to take the lead. Stu stays out front, and now he's down to the right with first priority into the final minute.
Wow, there it is, 6.33, needed a 6.6.
Italo 11.33 with that full rotation. Now he's got some room. It's a big wall. Italo into the countdown. Will slide out on the bottom turn. On the last chance to try to turn the heat. And Stu Kennedy survives and will move on to round 4.
Wow, what a finish. Italo Ferreira coming agonizingly close to getting the score. 6.33 when he was looking for a 6.6. Stu Kennedy dodges a bullet.